Good evening. Thank you for joining the live section. I'm doing a live on YouTube. Yeah, okay. So thank you for joining. And today, this is the third section for the day, right? So right now we are just doing interlock on my client's lock. If you're just joining the channel, please hit on the like button and subscribe to get notifications when I come back for some other live sections, maybe tomorrow. So the goal is to share my knowledge as I work. I find that that is easier. I'm able to tell you things you need to know. Can you just hit the like button so that the video will be pushed to more people who might need to watch this and learn one or two things. My name is KemLis, and thank you once again for joining. We need some lightning here. Perfect. So for this back, it came out, I would be attaching this back to it. The way I do that is to try to loosen the tip. If you want it to loosen easily, you have to spray a conditioner. So what I have here is just water and oil. It helps helps break the bond, and then you'll be able to take out the locks. It makes it easier, but it's not a simple task to lose. Okay, 2 seconds. I need to get a comb. Okay, back. So take this out. Okay, it's not as easy as I think, so I'll spray it again and then I'll give it more try so that we can repair this part of our locks. If you are just joining in, thank you for joining. This evening we are doing a retie. We just started and it should go on fast. If you are new to the channel, please click on the subscribe button to get more notifications, and kindly click on the like button so that this video can be pushed to more people. Let's get our first 20 likes and exposure and see how many people are going to join in about an hour globally. Okay, thank you for the first like. I really appreciate that. You can also drop a comment in the comment section. In a bit, I'll be showing you how to do 3-point rotations, as that's what I'll be using for this client's hair. And I'll be showing you how to repair locks when it comes off. Okay, I think we are progressing with this unraveling. Can you drop a emoji, maybe a fire emoji, if you had your locks come off before, or if you have locks or not? Okay. I think we have taken out good length. Yeah, this is not bad. So now we are going to attach it together. I'll be using 0.5 mm pin here. There is my pin to join the locks. what you want to do is to sandwich the lock, which is now like extension, in between the hair, like this. Now that you've done that, I have a video where I show you how to use this pin, but I'll slow it down again. You want to go in forward, backward. As you're doing that, you're turning this handle. So look at my hand motion. If you find this helpful, please click on the like button, and I'll be encouraged to show more tips. So you just go forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. And that's what we are doing here. Once I have it joined together like this, I will get bulk human hair just to reinforce it, okay? So that it doesn't come out again. You wrap it round loosely, then you do the same thing, reinforcing it inside the locks. Okay, you want to take as tiny as possible, not a lot, so that the lock is not bulky where you're joining it. Okay, so just a little loose here to strengthen the connection. I hope you get what I'm saying. Yeah, you can let me know if what I'm explaining is explanatory enough. If not, you can let me know. If you have questions, drop that in the comment section, and I'll be glad to give you a response. Okay, now that I've done the joining, I like to do a tug test. So this is it. Strong enough. Good job. Now let's continue with our reties. So thank you for enjoying that silence. So just to chip in a bit, if you already noticed, you realize that when I do the lock session for interlocks, I don't use products. Okay, you really don't need a lot of products in your locks for it to thrive. Just your normal hydrating spray, which could be maybe water and oil, or it could be rose water, is enough. And your routine oiling of your scalp, depending on what your loctician recommends. For some people, they need to oil their scalp every other day or once a week. You'll get what works for you down the line, okay? So I don't use product, and the parts are still very clean. The only time I use product is if I'm doing palm rolling. If not, for interlocks, there is no need for products, okay? Yeah. And for this retie, we are doing 3-point rotation. Using the right tool is very, very important. We cannot overstress that. I was using this one earlier on. Then later, I realized that I was getting friction. It was too big. Then I switched to this. It was too small. Then I picked this. Is the perfect size for me to use. So you need to also know the tool to use. Using the wrong tool can cause different things. Your client could be feeling a lot of tension on their scalp. That could lead to headache. You are not even going to move as fast as you want to move because it's going to just be weird pulling through. And then lastly, it could make the locks to get damaged. It will thin out if you are using what doesn't work, okay? So that's it. Once again, I would like to say, please hit the like button if you've not already done so. Hi, Dr. Dubai. Thank you for saying hi and for joining. That means a lot to me. So once again, my name is Kemi. I'm a loctician and a braider in Manitoba, that's in Canada. You can drop a comment on where you're watching from. And if this live section is useful, like if it's benefiting you, please click on the like button. That will be an indication that you're enjoying what you're seeing. Okay. Once again, thank you for joining the section. I would stop talking again for a bit. Then when I come back, I'm going to show you a hack that helps me to move fast when I'm interlocking. Okay. Thank you for joining, and just enjoy what I'm doing. Watch the way I'm pulling through. Making sure that I end the last rotation in a downward motion. Okay. That really helps in the hairline down flat. Okay. And it also helps for continuity. When I get my clients for their next retie, I'll be sure I ended in a downward direction. It will help me know the direction to continue with. I'll explain what that means in a bit. Okay. Okay, thank you for your patience. I want to show you something you could do. I noticed that I'm feeling a little bit of tension as I'm pulling through, and the tips are a little bit thick compared to the body. So one thing you can do is, instead of pulling from the middle, you could, pulling from the middle is faster, right? You can see how easily that works. In one of the live section I did earlier, I had shown the right way to move fast when retying. But just to let you know, that doesn't work all the time. Sometimes you might have to pull from the tip if you're feeling tension, and that's what I'll be doing right now. My default is from the middle. So if I try the middle and it's working fine, it makes me faster. Yeah. Okay, it's important to make sure you get clean parts so that you maintain the grid, which is why I'm using my comb to make sure my parts are clean. And of course, it makes your work come out very neat and well done. Okay, at this point, I would like to show you 3-point rotations, okay? I use 2 different methods. We're going to be using the clock now to explain 3-point rotation. Let me show you from this angle, okay? So this is 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So that's the first we're going to do. You have to figure out where the last interlock ended. It feels like it ended downward because I could see a middle division. If I start downwards, then I'm creating a hole in our locks. And that means I'm creating problem for the future because then she's going to be seeing gaps in our locks. So you go in the next direction, not the same direction where it was ended. So I'll start from 9 o'clock, then do 6 o'clock, then come 3 o'clock, then 6, 9, 6, 3. If I have more room, I would end it 6 o'clock. So I'll try to pull that now using the tip, like I mentioned, and then we have it. This is a good way to end. Okay, I'll do it again for visual learners. Are we not all visual learners? So this also ended in the downward direction. That's how to know. If you look this way, it's not divided. So you just start from 9, come to 6. Oh, that's 3. This is 9. You get the gist, right? This is 6. Then when you don't have room, it's okay to end it sideways, but never end it upwards, okay? So it's going to lie down in this direction, which is what we always want. But once in a while, you might not get that. And if that's the situation, just make do with the side, okay? And after this, I will show you the other option for a 3-point rotation. Depends on what's comfortable for you, okay? I figured it's going to end by the side. I prefer ending towards that side. You just have to pick something that works for you. I'm right-handed, so ending it towards the left side is not natural for me, okay? Which is why I ended it to that side. Let's do one more, then I'll show you the other way to go about it. And here we have a lot of hair that has come off. In this situation, what I do is to bring them together and use my pin, 0.5 mm single pin, to crochet so that I join all the short hair to the locks. That way my work is going to be clean, okay? Now I'll go with my 3-point rotation. Perfect. So I'm going to be quiet for a while so that you watch me do that a couple more times. Then I'll show you the other direction. You could go for a 3-point rotation. I see all the emojis flying in. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the smile. I'm happy. It shows I'm doing something right. Okay, you have to address them. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining once again. Sorry about the quiet. I was just with my client. I'm so sorry about that. So Judy K, thank you for joining. I can tell the crochet needle, but what's that other one you're using? The brown needle. Okay, it's like a crochet pin too. This is 0.5 mm. Thank you for the question. I really love that. So this is 0.5 mm, is a single pin crochet needle. Can you see the mouth? I think it's, let me try to focus it. I don't know why it's blood, but it's really tiny. The mouth is, okay, now it's good. You can see how tiny that is, like almost tiny. So what I use it to do is to make my work neat. Okay, for example, look at this one I'm doing now. There are some hair that are shorter than everything. So if I use just this needle, it's just going to be there. It's not going to be part of the lock. So what I do is I would pull it up as much as possible. Then I'll use this to make it neat. I have a video where I showed how to use this pin properly, but I'll show it to you again. Just a moment. Before I do that, I promise to show the second way you could do your 3-point rotation. So the first one I did was a 3, okay, that is from here, 12, 3, 6. Okay, so it's 9 p.m., 6 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., 6 p.m., 3 p.m. So that's 3 points. You see, you're going like this. The other way you could go is like this. Okay, so that'll be, then you need to know where the lock ended. This one, the last retie ended in a downward motion. So I'll just start from the side. You don't want to go the same direction twice. When you do that, you create a hole. That's damaging the client's lock. So I just went this way. I would come up, come back to the side. Now downward position, side. Okay. Then I want to always end in a downward position if possible. So instead of going up, I'll just come down. You don't ever want to finish your locks pulling up. It's not going to lie down. It's just going to stay that way. And that looks weird. Okay. I'll repeat what I just did about 2 more times. Then I would show how to slowly use the crochet pin. Okay. So this way, this way. Sometimes you have no choice than to end sideways. Earlier I said sometimes when you want to pull through, it's difficult. What you do is to now use the tip to pull through, okay? Instead of the thick part of the hair, see? Now this makes it easy. Trying to tug it or force the motion is going to hurt your client. You want to avoid that as much as possible. Even if you are doing it yourself, I have a few people who maintain their locks themselves. You feel tension, reassess, okay? And you don't want tension. Forcing it through is going to rip off your locks from the roots. Then you start experiencing thinning locks, okay? Yeah. So let me show you how to use that pin. If you're just joining today, please click on the like button. If you've not yet subscribed, we would like to have you join our community. Please subscribe. And having more engagement will help reach a larger audience. It will be great to have a lot of people know how to maintain their locks, okay? And I'm glad to share this information at no cost. So help me to make this go viral, all right? Thank you. So I just prepared without talking about it. I'll use the next lock. Sorry about that. Let me stop talking. Yeah, you see what I did there? Good. Now we have a lot of flyaways. You bring them up. Okay. Then you hold the pin like this. The hook is facing downwards. Okay, face down. It's like when you crochet. For people that do bags or use crochet, that's the kind of pin, but the tiniest one, right? So you just want to pull some hair, then you turn your needle, you go back, pull some hair, turn with the hair still on it. Okay, you pull back, turn, pull back. So that's the motion. And this is how we start instant lock for people that might be wondering. That's how we do instant lock. I hope that helps, Judy. Let me know if that makes sense. And thank you once again for asking the question. Let's see if we have any other question. Evelyn, hi. Thank you for saying hi. Adriana, hello. Thank you for joining and for the comment. I really appreciate that. Let's do it one more time. So we go this way. See, I turn it, I come, I turn it. It might feel like you're not doing anything, but believe me, you are taking at least 5 strands of hair and locking them. Once in a while, I go in the middle of the locks like this and pull, you see, to make it very tight. And back to our 3-point rotation. So I'll continue in silence once again, and I'll come back and give you yet another tip. We're almost done with the appointment, just a few left in the top. Okay, thank you for your patience and for joining. Help us to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Hi, Margaret. Thank you for saying hi. Hope you're good. I'm glad you joined today's section. And in case you're just joining, we're just doing a retie. I decided to keep quiet a bit so that I can enjoy without hearing my voice. And we're almost done. We're about 20 minutes to the end. So when I have the very last lock, I would also give out another app on being fast with using the spin. It seems easy for me, but then I'll tell you what I'm doing that makes it super easy and fast. Okay, so just stay tuned. If you've not already subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel, click on the like button, and I'll come back shortly. Okay. Hello, Diane. Thank you for joining. Hi, Ugo. Thank you so much for joining. We're almost done with this interlock. I have to mute myself because it's dinner time and everybody's eating and talking and being so happy. I don't want the background noise to really disturb you guys. And considering that I already explained quite a bit of the techniques, I'll put this on a replay so that if you missed any of the tips I gave out today, you would be able to rewatch it. Okay. Once again, thank you for joining. If you've not already subscribed, kindly do so. Click the like button to encourage me. Okay. I'm guessing our next live section might be tomorrow if the client is okay with me coming live. If not, definitely next week. Okay. And daily I drop 2 shots for you to watch and one long video of about 5 minutes weekly. Okay. And in this place, like on this channel, I'll share everything about hair care. I'm a loctician and I also braid, so you might get a few things on braiding coming your way shortly. Okay, I'll just go mute again. At the last roll, I'm going to show you a technique that would help you move fast. As you can see, this retire has only been about an hour. Okay, so I'm going to share my trick to moving fast while at the same time still delivering quality retires for my clients. I'll be right back. Thank you. It's okay, and let me be calling you back. Hi everyone. So this is the last 3, and I promise to show you a hack that would make this quite fast for you, and to show you how I am fast with retires. As you can see, about an hour 20 minutes for me to finish. I did not even start the video immediately. So what I do is that to use this pin correctly, you would, okay, so this shows that it finished in this direction. We don't want to go that direction again. If we do that, we're going to cause holes in the locks. So the other direction, when you put your hair, you put in the crochet. Now you pull, it's going to close up by itself. So you don't have to worry about closing it up. It's going to do that all by itself. And that is why it seems as if it's not seems. That is why I'm fast. Okay. A lot of people will just do this and then they are trying to close it. Then you're fighting with pulling it through. But when you put the locks in it, it kind of helps the latch to close up. And that is what is happening here. So sometimes if the latch kind of comes in the lock, let me try to make that mistake, in the lock without closing, and then you're trying to pull, it's not going to pull. That's tension. So just, you have to work with open eyes to see what's happening and correct it immediately. So I'll back up and do the right thing. Okay. If you found today's live section helpful and you've not already liked, please click on the like button, subscribe, so that when next I come on live, YouTube is going to push this section to reach more people. The goal is to pass on the knowledge that I have as much as I can. Okay. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. And I'm done with this retie. For all the people that joined and stayed, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How I finish up, I'm going to spray. I promised to do a video of what I have here, and I'll leave a link of this bottle. I got it from Amazon. This spray bottle is a 360 spray bottle. You just sprays continuously, and the mist is so fine. Okay. The next thing I do is to oil the scalp.